Hey everybody, Rick Peterson goes to 11 Media, bringing you another episode of Grounds for Divorce, and joining me as usual is my lovely wife, Paula. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing okay. We're laughing because she was stressing the heck out of me starting this out, and she's kind of laughing about it and going, ah ha ha. It's just like, okay.
I annoy you. Oh well, not intentionally.
Not intentionally, accidentally, okay.
Indeed.
Anyways, a couple things. One is that we're seeing your short hair.
Oh.
This is the first time we haven't had you on camera since your haircut. I actually think, you know what, now that you've been able to do some styling on it, I think it looks really cute on you. So,
Oh, thank you. And it's been a month too, so it's had a little growth.
It's had some time to grow in a little bit.
It grows fast.
And it was also cleaned up from the abysmal job that stylist did, all the long and short pieces and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you. Anyways, here we go. So we have a whole lineup of stuff we're doing here today for you. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to cover off on a couple quick things. I got my Batman shirt on.
Yeah, your Movember.
Right? So rocking the handlebars. And
yeah.
Movember, support
Male health.
Male health. So prostate cancer, testicular cancer, men's suicide, those kind of things. All that fundraising that happens for Movember helps to support that, a very worthy cause. So now, what I want to talk to you about is last week we mentioned about grinding up some coffee in advance and seeing how that affects the flavor profiles, and whether it starts to get, you know, a little bit duller and losing its really sort of aromatic flavors and stuff. So I went ahead and ground up some coffee. Now, what do we have here? It was a dark roast.
So we are actually sampling Forbidden Flavours espresso blend. It's a secret blend that is on the bitter side, and it is a dark roast.
I can definitely smell a difference on, and this has been sitting for, I think, 3 or 4 days on the counter. Purposely left the lid off of it to
you left the lid off that one.
Okay.
This one we sealed the lid. Now smell the other one.
Okay. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's almost like paint or something. It's got some weird...
Well, it has really weird notes to it. Mm-hmm. Right? So it definitely oxidizes.
Yeah.
Right? And that was, as I say, within 3-4 days of sitting on the counter. And this one here, smell the difference.
Yeah, that's a step up.
Step up, definitely. They were ground at the same time, but this one's going to have less oxygen happening to it for, you know, to do the oxidization, where this one's just been exposed out on the counter. Doesn't even smell like coffee to me. Does it you? No. Very strange.
It has a weird, almost chemical, like some sort of...
It just the way that the beans have oxidized, right? Mm-hmm. This is why I say, you know, it's really important, and why we endorse buying the beans. Like, so buy the whole bean, don't get it pre-ground, because even if it's in a vacuum bag, it does start, and as soon as they do that, the clock starts ticking.
As soon as you open it. Yeah. Like, for example, as soon as we do like an espresso, so we grind up the beans, when it sits out in the open, within 15 minutes, it's like almost expired. Like, it's downhill from there. Flavors completely change. So when you are grinding your coffee, you want to grind it and pour that water over it as soon as possible.
Kind of like after my 50th birthday, downhill from there.
Maybe for you.
She just turned 50, so the clock's ticking. Anyways, so we're going to test that out. The other thing, we got some products sent to us from a company in Edmonton, Alberta, called Mojo Jojo Pickles and Preserves, and they make a wide variety of different products. But one of the things that they sent us is the 3 different syrups that you can put into a coffee or into any beverage, or I think you could even use it on toppings for different things. I'm sure.
Ice cream, maybe?
Right, yeah, exactly. I went ahead and I snuck a taste of the pumpkin spice when it came because I was too excited. I couldn't wait.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you, everything in here is just, it looks homemade as far as, it doesn't look like it's overly processed. And I'll tell you, the smell that comes off of this is so good. Smell that. Isn't that amazing? And so, I basically think that they're doing an amazing job on their preserves and stuff. This was the cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon. Remember when she tried to kill me with the cinnamon in the coffee? It was the cinnamon challenge.
Well, it's dissolved in this one.
This is the way you probably can get away with it.
It's very nice.
Right?
Very nice.
Unlike putting just powdered cinnamon in your coffee and hoping for the best. And then this one is the vanilla. Oh yeah. Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
That smells like pure vanilla.
Yeah, it's really good. It's good. So, all right. So what we've done is we've actually put them into the lattes. What are you running for lattes here for us?
It is you mean milk?
Yeah.
It's the 3.25% dairy.
Natural?
No, lactancia.
Lactancia. Okay. So we've got that going in there, and then we've got the 3 pour-overs.
Yes. So let's do the pour-overs.
Okay. And so we're using are these the same espresso beans, correct?
Everything's the same.
Okay. So let's start with the ones we're going to do the see how these things paired up. So don't tell me which one's which. I'm just going to basically sample away, and because I don't know in any particular order. You got that one there too.
Yes.
So no particular order. Let's see if we can figure out which one is the freshly ground versus the previously ground and left on the counter, and the one that was put in the jar. So okay. Okay, interesting. Lots of I'm getting flavor from it. Okay, that's a stronger flavor compared to this one. Okay, this one, is this the one that was open to the air? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
It's like so gross. And you're like,
Well, you can taste it. You can taste it's coffee, but when you go to the next ones, where the ones that were sealed and then the ones freshly ground, nice shooting text. Spilling it everywhere. You can really tell the difference. My goodness. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like once you start tasting the other. So of these two, give me one sec. That's the fresh one.
correct.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, you can tell. Like, holy smokes. So the reason why I say this, folks, is when you're gonna go and buy pre-ground coffee, you're already compromising the flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a real difference. Like this one here, it tastes like coffee, and yeah, it's palatable.
But it tastes like seriously old.
Yeah, it does. It just doesn't taste
And
good.
it doesn't have like the bitterness. Like you taste the bitterness more in here, and then you really get that nice bitter flavor in the espresso.
Yeah, but not a harsh bitter where you don't like it.
No. Like with bitter, like versus sour, there's different foods and stuff that you eat where you like the bitter flavors, like ginger and garlic, those pungent things. And then sours, like, the lemon, citrusy type things. So bitter's not a bad thing.
No.
It's actually very pleasant in Forbidden
Yeah, it is.
Flavors Coffee.
This one here, this is going down the drain. That's out of here. And then this one is the one that was sealed up after it had been ground, but had been sitting ground for several days. It's out of here as well. And the only one that's really what I call something you would go, okay, is that one there. That's good. Moving on to the lattes.
Yay.
Now, we didn't do that experiment. We're just using fresh ground in these.
Yes.
Okay, because we really want to taste these guys here. So, all right. I'm nervous, but I'm going to go in for the cinnamon one. Right, because that, you got to watch that thing where it was the bad effects of stuff. It was not good. Don't ever just pour powdered cinnamon on your coffee.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's good.
Oh yeah, really. It's not that strong cinnamon flavor, but it's...
Oh man, it's really nice. I like that. There's this definite,
nice.
I'm going to assume that they've done some sort of a bit of a simple syrup with it, because there is a sweetness to it.
Oh yes.
But
That's gorgeous, actually. It's
Yeah.
very nice. If you don't like, the mochas and the vanillas and the caramels and stuff, that is perfect.
that's a winner. I like that one. All right,
Absolutely.
go for the pumpkin spice. I've tried it. I enjoyed it.
Yes, very nice. You
And
have more
Mouthfeel to it.
spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Right. Well, and there's also there's body to this as well. Like this is a very thick liquid, so there's also going to give you a little bit of a mouthfeel. And one of the things I did note with it is that you want to stir it well as you're drinking your coffee, because some of the heavier ingredients will settle to the bottom on you. So you just give it a stir every so often, and it keeps it well mixed. But
Yeah, I didn't stir them because I didn't want to destroy my artwork.
yes, I
It
can see
looks
that.
like it's expired anyway.
All right, and going in for the final one, which is the vanilla.
Yes.
Now, I like vanilla lattes, I have to tell you. So this can be a good challenge here.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Wow. You guys knocked it out of the park with these. These are really, really tasty. I'm fairly particular about what I will have in my lattes as far as adding syrups and stuff.
Yeah, you're quite fussy.
Particular is the word I prefer. Or shall I say discerning? She just says I'm fussy. The thing is that I find that they either have a tendency, like when you go to Starbucks, sorry guys, but when you go there and you ask them for a particular type, I can only usually handle them like a quarter sweet, half sweet at them on a day that I'm really wanting a sugar buzz. They just put way too much sugar and syrups into the coffee, and you don't even taste the coffee anymore. It just becomes you're drinking like a syrupy drink. And this is really nice. This is a great alternative for serving it at home.
Yeah, these are like at least 12 ounces of milk, and I put a very full, almost overflowing tablespoon of each of the syrups, and it's just perfect.
Yeah. And you could even scale it back a little bit if you don't even want it that sweet. You could scale that back to maybe like 3/4 of a tablespoon kind of a thing. And it would just take a little bit of that extra sweetness off. Again, it's funny. I have a sweet tooth, but when it comes to drinking my coffees, I don't really like that sort of real heavy syrup. But the flavor profiles out of these are amazing. I wasn't sure what to expect, honestly. I really wasn't sure, especially the cinnamon one. I was pretty apprehensive, but I'll tell you, that's...
It's very pleasant.
It is. And I have to say, they all make me think of Christmas. They're that seasonal, Christmas Eve kind of flavors. Well done. And we are talking with Mojo Jojo Pickles to work out an arrangement to get these into our store on groundsfordivorcecoffee.ca. We're working out the fine details and getting connected with their store. We love them. We think that these would be great for anybody to try out. So... And obviously, Forbidden Flavours Coffee as well. We're in the talks with them to get that into our store soon as well.
Yes.
So.
Yep, all excellent. You know, everyone has their own preferences for coffee beans, the roasts, where they come from, etc., etc. So yeah, lots of variety.
Absolutely.
Available out there.
So that was a really fun experiment. I'm really quite shocked, to be honest with you. I knew it was going to be differences between like the ground and open and ground sealed and then the freshly ground. But I mean, it's a big difference, like massive difference. And the other thing to note, folks, is that when you have like a machine like ours, or even if you just have a hopper that you put your coffee beans in, don't pour your coffee beans in and fill that hopper up unless you're going to bang through that in a day. Because they will oxidize with the air. Even with the lid on, they will start to lose their potency as well. So what we do, and you showed me this trick, is I take the portafilter and I fill it with the amount of beans, so it's just a heaping amount. Dump that into the hopper, and it's perfect. And that's how I don't overdo it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for these lovely experiments. It was great.
Hey, thanks for making this all possible.
Working my magic. And folks, listen, hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Click like on that YouTube button there. Also, please subscribe. Our subscriber bases are growing, and we are doing giveaways for our subscribers, so it's worthwhile getting your name in the list, and you'll automatically be entered for our giveaways for subscribers. And click that little reminder bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Don't forget, groundsfordivorcecoffee.ca. We have all your different wants and needs for your coffee pleasures, and we'll hope to see you in that store.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Ciao, ciao.